Hey guys, what's going on today? Here it is, FatMatt, and today we're doing episode number 9 of COD Zombies Unpopular Opinions. We got a very special guest this week, MrTLexify. What's going on, dude?
Hey, dude, what's going on, dude? Hey, we're here to talk about Cold War, man.
Cold War, baby. That's all it is.
We chilling, dude. We chilling. That's it.
So you guys said some crazy shit after the trailer. Personally, I'm excited. I'm just open for whatever Treyarch wants to do. Whatever they're doing, I'll play it.
Baby.
It's
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
good. But the first
Yes,
tweet
sir.
we got was from Burka. He goes, "Dudes be like spawning in with an AR fucks up the sense of progression, then hop on BO3 and pop a perkaholic."
That's a great one.
This
dude.
sums it up perfectly. This sums it up perfectly.
Oh, that's such a funny tweet. Oh my god.
Because I'll see
Yeah,
people bitch,
it
but
really do be the same people. You know?
Yeah.
It's the same person.
it's like
That's
I don't know. I'm excited to spawning in with an AR and SMG. I'm totally okay with that. And BO4, I could do that with a talisman. It works and it's good. And from what they said, round one's gonna be more chaotic than it ever has been.
Well, and here's an interesting thing, right? A lot of people were saying because of the rarity system, the weapons that you're gonna be able to spawn with are gonna be like bad. They're gonna be like
Yeah.
common rarity.
Oh, I forgot they're doing like battle royale
Yeah.
type rarity stuff too.
Yeah, so it's like it really depends. Like the rarity, I think, ups the damage. So it's gonna be weird to see because it's like I bet you're gonna get an AR, but the AR's, you know what this AR is gonna be like? It's like the M14.
Yeah.
You know, like
Oh, you're right.
technically
It's
an
gonna be some
AR,
bullshit. Yeah.
but it's like this really bad AR that you wouldn't be able to bring past like round 8. You know, like
Yeah.
it's
And
something like that. Which I think is genius. I think
It's
you
cool.
bring that type of stuff in, genius. But it's like if you can start with a wonder weapon or something, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, if you can come in with like a legendary, like fucking like
Yeah,
commando,
no.
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
But if
that's
the
definitely
AR
a
in
problem.
quotation marks is like an M14 or something, that's totally fine.
Yep,
I
I
can fuck
agree.
with that.
I think most people, anyways, even including myself, I'm gonna spawn in with M1911. Dude.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I want to use the OG pistol. If it's there and I can feel like it's OG zombies, I'll make it feel like that. That's why it's good to have
Absolutely.
customization though. We could pick what we want. So it
Dude,
really
and
it shouldn't be a problem.
It makes it seem like create a class, you know? So it's like it's more integrated for people that like only play Warzone or only play MP. They'll come on to zombies and be like, oh, I'll bring in my MP5.
Exactly.
And then that's it. You know, and they got it.
And okay, before we go to the next one, I just want to say like this is gonna be huge because free DLC. I don't think people realize how many players it's gonna bring in. Like
It's-
Warzone people
it's
multiplayer, they're gonna be like, oh, new
massive.
zombies map is free. Let's hop in and have fun.
Yeah.
And that's gonna have more people watching tutorials and
It's gonna
hunting.
be so big, man.
There's gonna be inflation.
I think this is gonna be the biggest zombies mode, even bigger than BO3, just
Yeah.
because of that one fact.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
could you
just
imagine how
math.
big BO3 would have been
If BO3
they
was
had
free to play, bro,
DLC?
Garage
Oh
Crovy
my
release night would have
God.
been done. No, it would have been
Dude.
crazy.
It would have been like millions of people online. It would have been insane, man. Honestly, I think people are gonna be blown away by the amount of people that come to Call of Duty now, especially for zombies.
So do
I'm
I.
telling you.
I hope they're prepared. Fucking the devs. I think they are though. I feel like they got this in the bag. They're gonna be like, shit,
I hope.
we underestimated this a little bit. Like BO4 was
Honestly, the quality of the reveal trailer really blew me away. Honestly,
Yeah, 'cause
I
they
did
put a whole
not
team
expect
into
it to be like that well made. So that gives me hope.
and
You
it's
know,
yeah.
that gives me hope.
Because
I
months
hope.
ago I was like, all I want to see is Jug return, and like Jug returning is like the smallest thing that's like crazy. Like that's the smallest
Yeah.
factor that's got me excited, and that's insane to me. That was like what I wanted, and now it's like that's just the bare minimum.
I think they teased it perfectly. Like maybe apart from like the week of just like random stuff, but other than that, man, they've done an incredible job.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Definitely really interesting. People hate me for this, but I don't care that Jug is coming back.
Like this, that's just so depressing because it's unpopular. It's like, bruh, Jug is the staple. Like Jug is
Dude.
Jug.
You know what's wild? It's like Jug is gonna be upgradable.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I forgot.
You
I
can
watched.
literally upgrade Jug. Like, what is that gonna mean? What is that gonna do? I don't even know.
Yeah, we
But
have
it's
no
gonna be-
idea.
I think that's insane. I don't know. The upgraded perks could be a really interesting system, especially if it's based off of like playing more to get it.
Yeah.
But man, I don't know. Dude. Honestly,
You-
I think it's fair. I think it's fair. People don't care about Jug. F it, dude.
No, but Jug's like the iconic thing. So I think we don't need Jug, but BO4 didn't have Jug, and it kind of failed. So I feel like it's like math. But okay, so with perks, right? Would you rather it be a system like pro perks from like MW2, like you unlock them as you go? Like, let's say once you get Juggernog Pro, every time you buy Jug in the beginning of the game, it's Juggernog Pro, or do you want it to be like you start with regular Jug and you progress to it every game you play, if that makes sense?
I would love if it was cross-game progression. So it's like you're playing multiple games to get something upgraded. It's like it's kind of like how MP works. It's like, oh, if you want danger close to Purge, you got to be level 70. You know what I mean? It's like,
I think that would be sick.
Climb to that, you know? I think that's what makes zombies, and it would actually add a reason to level up and play, because before there's no reason, there's no point. Once you hit max level, you got all the gobblegums, you got everything you need. What's the point?
Yeah,
you know. So I think it would finally add a reason.
I totally agree. I think it needs to go from game to game. Like I saw like the pro perk layout kind of. I feel like only like MW2 multiplayer did that. Well, some other games, but nothing crazy.
Somebody suggested me an idea where it's like it's gonna be like a double pack a punch ability sort of deal when you upgrade perks. So it's like you can have one upgrade or maybe another one or another one. Who knows, man? I don't know.
We'll see. I'm fucking excited though.
I don't know.
All right, so the next unpopular opinion comes from Cinetix or Jaguar. That was Jaguar a while ago. So he says, first of all, yes, I agree with you. Also, I hear the same people don't like how it's kind of like MP with zombies, but personally, I've always wanted that. Now, that sounds kind of confusing, but pretty much like, I feel like zombies and multiplayer should always have a distinct difference. Like, you know, in BO3, you know multiplayer and zombies when it's different. I'm scared of Cold War. You hop in, you call in a score streak. It's kind of just like multiplayer with zombies coming. It's not like zombies. You know what I'm trying to say?
I can agree with that, but what I think kill streaks do in this next game is solve one of Call of Duty Zombies' biggest problems, and that is like when you're high rounding and you just have a million spare points that you just can't spend or do anything with. Because like what I think these score streaks are going to be is it's just going to be a box that you go to, kind of like in survival, and you just buy a score streak, or kind of like in Warzone even, you know?
No, that'd be sick. I feel like that's a good way to do it. That makes more sense than what I was
saying. Like, and one thing a lot of people haven't been talking about that I think they're gonna do in zombies is in multiplayer now in Cold War, kill streaks have a cooldown, and I think zombies is gonna get that same system. So it's like you can use a chopper like maybe once every 10-20 rounds.
That works perfectly. I think that would be.
I think that would work. It would be genius. Like they just solve it instantly like that. Put in cooldowns. That's the best system ever.
Yeah, because if you could only use one chopper gunner every like 20 rounds, that's totally balanced, and the average person's only going to call in like one a game.
Yep.
And crazy high rounders are going to have to strategize around that. I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's honestly such a good idea. I think people just don't see it like that. But think of it like MP has cooldowns. I think zombies also has to have cooldowns.
Yeah, that's the best way to think about it. I'm just scared of them kind of meshing, and it just doesn't feel like zombies. You know how it was like MP Warzone, like the file name or whatever, or Zombies Warzone?
Right, yeah. No, I don't know. And again, who knows if they even like announced Warzone Zombies? Because to me, it didn't even seem like it. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it's still coming.
That could have been, or it could be scrapped. We really have no idea.
Or it could be scrapped. Yeah. Expert Fusion has a comment here. It says, I prefer having unlimited operator choices as playable characters. As do I, as opposed to playing as the same 4 original characters that we've had for the last 12 years, even though I love those guys. The more choices equals more customization and more replayability right there, baby.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
He makes a point, but my worry is like when you jump into Garad Krovi, you're experiencing that whole story, the insane climax, like with like the 4 beloved characters. If you could just interchange them, the emotional impact isn't there. But are we at a point in zombies where gameplay matters more than emotion and story? I think we are, but
so what I believe the group of our players is I think they're gonna make them less impactful, because we know that they're a Requiem team, right?
Yeah.
And we know that the important stuff is already happening outside of our characters. You know, we got Grigori Weaver, we have Samantha.
Samantha's so exciting.
So it's like, I think what's going to happen to our player base is kind of similar to what happened with Victus. You know, where it's like, sure, the main 4 aren't really that important, but the storyline happening outside of them
Oh,
is.
so it could be a. Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. So it's more of the universe and the atmosphere that's telling the story than the actual players themselves.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do, and I think it's genius because it's like, hey, if I can play as like Mason or Woods or Reznov even or whoever, bro, that'd be sick.
And
You know, I
honestly,
love that.
it's nice because when you play Alpha Omega and you could play as like 8 different characters, it's nice when you get a new one every game. It's refreshing to hear new quotes. Like no one wants to play as the same 4 every game, I feel like, too.
Exactly. And you know, for Blackout, they made like 300 quotes for every character.
Yeah.
So I know that same level of dedication is going to be put into this game. And it's just going to be refreshing where you can like have Woods talking to Reznov or something. And it's just interesting dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
I hope that's the way they're going to do it.
Can they go back and forth like that? Like can they have like Woods and like, who's it, Adler?
They did in Blackout.
Okay, that's because I feel like that's so hard to do.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of fucking like just confusing, mushy coding shit. I feel like
it is. It's more also just like making all those quotes as well for other characters and knowing what you're gonna do in advance.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. We'll have to see.
And we got Clarky coming in with, I think personally this game, specifically zombies, can beat every single zombies game mode and has the potential to beat out BO3.
I agree. I agree.
I agree too, because there's so much just potential right now. It's all just potential.
Yes. I think the main thing they really need to nail here, for me at least, is this weapon rarity. Like, I think that is such a cool idea. And like instantly, for people that only play Warzone, that they'll just
it's familiar. Yeah. It clicks with them.
You know, like it'll just make sense. It'll play more natural. I just hope it isn't like you don't have to look up a guide for everything as well. You know, like you can just.
I don't think it's gonna be like that, honestly.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
There's gonna be more of like a tutorial mode aspect to it, where it like points you to like where to go the first couple playthroughs, so you'll be able to naturally learn it instead of just tutorial.
Exactly. Yeah.
But the way I was looking at this game before we saw the trailer or anything, I was like, if it's worse than BO3 and better than BO4, I'm content with that. But if it could blow the doors off all the games and just be incredible, that's best case scenario. I would love that. Like if that's a possibility, then fuck it. Like I'd love to see that.
This is what I feel this game is gonna do. I think the game is not gonna be as cinematic as BO3 was, but I think the gameplay is gonna be really stellar.
Which is fine.
For people, which I am more of a fan of that than anything, because I feel like gameplay has really been shafted since like BO2. Like every single game in a way has had more emphasis on story since BO3. And now that in Cold War, there's a chance for gameplay to really shine through more so than story this time. I think that'll be really awesome.
I'm excited to see it because we really haven't seen a gameplay-driven zombies mode that's like modern. We haven't seen it in ages, and I feel like every like Blundell-controlled game, you'll call it, is very story-driven. And this is the first time Blundell's not controlling it, so they could kind of just go off the rails with not him calling the shots. Almost not talking shit or anything. I love that, man, but I'm just saying that it's different.
What's also different is this comment by Warren here. He says upgradable perks are a bad thing. Now, I think people are just scared of change.
Yeah, how could that be a bad thing?
To me, in any way, it's a cool idea. It's like, if you give us the base perks, which they already have, they've made that very, very clear, upgrading your perks and maybe potentially even getting other perks like Vulture's Aid that we haven't seen in like years. Oh my god,
I would freak the fuck out.
It's genius. It's such a great idea.
It can only get better. They can build from upgradable perks. Why would you want it to be old and like reverse innovative? Push it forward, try new shit. I'm all for it.
I love like tree something or like upgrades. I don't know, anything, man. Like not just Wonder Fizz. You know, I don't want to just spin the Wonder Fizz over and over and over and grab.
And then
what can you do, man?
I don't know. We got Z-Mad Lobster saying, I don't want to see any kind of gobblegum system in the game or map, whatever. We don't need it because of the kill streaks, which can be both good or bad.
You know, I was thinking this could be a game without any microtransaction system, because think of it in the way of like the Warzone model. They might just make it so you buy certain gun packs and you'll get like certain things from it, like kill finishers or anything, you know?
Exactly.
It really just, I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, but I don't know. I do like Gobblegums though. They make the game so much more fun. But
Do you
I
think?
don't know.
Do you think it's better or worse for the player? Gobblegum's good or bad for the player?
Like, for a person that is casual and just wants to jump in and play for like half an hour to an hour,
Yeah.
definitely I like the Warzone model better, where it's like you can just pick up some cool ass gun in the shop, load in, put it on, like you're just gaming. You know?
Yeah, you're just playing and anybody can do it.
But like, I don't know. I personally like Gobblegums. I know everyone from BO3 likes Gobblegums, not necessarily because they're overpowered, but
They're just
'cause
fun.
they're fun.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Fun.
say. They're just fucking fun
Yeah.
to use.
Just pop one random one and see what it does. Like, it's just a nice mechanic to have.
It sucks. I don't like microtransactions though. I don't like when you have to pay
Yeah.
for stuff. If
I
they
agree.
could integrate grinding out for fun stuff, it's cool. But if they just completely take out microtransactions, no gobblegums, no elixirs, it's all just like you said, like the Warzone model, rarities and stuff. That's totally fine. Because I feel like they're adding enough new stuff in this game mode for us to not need gobblegums. It's like,
I agree. Yep.
okay, so if you take BO3 or 4 for that matter, and you take away gobblegums and elixirs, how different is it from BO2 and 1? Like, what are the blaring differences?
Like, only Easter egg bosses, I guess, for BO3 and 4. That's about it.
Yeah, but like if you take the giant and you take away gobblegums, isn't it
It's
essentially?
Yeah, it's basically the giant, or it's basically Dries. It's almost exactly Dries, right? It's interesting because a lot of people have different opinions here. Official Wheel says 6 perks
All
isn't
over the
enough
place.
unless they're going to add more perks throughout the game's life cycle. Then I'm fine with 6 initially. Which I don't know. I don't know about that comment.
I was gonna ask
honestly
you, do you know if it's 6 perks or not, or is this guy just talking out of his ass?
So the reason why everyone's thinking it's 6 perks is because on the blog post they constantly are referencing to the 6-pack like analogy. It's like, oh, make sure to grab the whole 6-pack.
Oh, okay.
So it's like we've seen 5 perks in the trailer, but we still don't know what the 6th one is.
We didn't see double tap, right?
No, so the perks were Jug, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, Dead Shot, and Elemental Pops, the new one. But no 6th one as of yet. I honestly don't. It would make the most sense if it was double tap. I think it can only be double tap, Stamina Up, or PhD. I don't think it'd be any of those anything else. Like it has to be one of those. Or Mule Kick.
Yeah,
Or
okay.
Mule Kick.
Would you rather have stamina up or double tap if you have to pick one for that last slot?
It depends because perks are upgradable now, and like we know that Elemental Pop is basically double Pack-a-Punch. If you could upgrade Elemental Pop and get double tap through there, then of course I would love Stamina.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that just made me realize something. We only need 6 perks. If they're upgradable and like you upgrade Jug and it becomes Jug and Widow's Wine, we essentially have 12 perks in the game. If you get them all fully upgraded, that's OP as shit. So okay, so 6 is good enough. That fixes all the balancing. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, no, I think it's a genius idea. It really just depends on how this upgrade tree works. Is it like you can only get one thing for upgrading? Can you get all these other things for upgrading? I don't know.
What if it's the exact model that like you made a video with? Like, what if they just saw that and they're like, shit, this is a great idea? Be like, Treyarch, where's my money at? Like, what the fuck?
You know what's crazy, Matt? I literally saw on the trailer that on the perks, on all the new perk remodels, they have specific designs on the left side and the right side.
Dude,
of the
that's
machine.
crazy.
And I'm just like,
That
oh my
is-
God.
That's
Like,
almost
if-
like scary.
It's like, if that is how you upgrade them and you go to either the left or right side of it, that's nuts.
That's how you know you just like inspired that idea though. I wonder. That's so cool though. Like to just think about like.
Oh, it's such a
If you had the-
genius idea. Like, honestly, that would be so cool. Again, who knows? Maybe it's just pro perks. You know, it
Yeah.
could be something as simple as that.
I'm
Yeah.
totally okay with that though. I'm just excited. Like just talking about this game, I'm getting so fucking hyped. I'm just ready. It's only a month away too, which is insane.
Yeah. I cannot believe it. It's literally a month and a week away from today. Give or take a couple days.
Whatever. This is really random, just really quick. A year ago, after Togder Toten was finished, I did not think Zombies was going to be doing this good in a year.
Me neither.
I was so
Me
scared for the future of like this, but I feel like we got like almost best case scenario.
I would say 2019 was one of the most dead years for Call of Duty Zombies.
It was scary.
2019 was a bad year for Zombies. Like, holy moly, it was not good. But 2020 came through, man. Came swinging. Even
As
from the
weird of a
early
year as
part
it's been, Zombies has been fluent.
killing it. Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
saw
actually,
XQC said he was going to Easter egg hunt this year, and that is going to make this game huge. I don't know if he's actually going to do it, but I'm just saying, he did say that. He's like, oh yeah, I want to be first in the world. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, bro, good luck.
If XQC gets first in the world, I'm going to be so upset. I'm gonna be like, man, I've been trying to do this shit for years, and he just goes on and does it. This ain't fair. So the final unpopular opinion, we got General Rusty saying, I hope for Easter egg. That's weird. I hope for Easter egg songs don't be new metal songs. I hope they're more period correct songs, or just not new metal. So essentially, he's saying like the Easter egg songs shouldn't just be metal. How do you feel about that? Because I love the metal.
I love the metal, but hey, one of my favorite Easter egg songs is literally the 5 Easter egg song with Eminem.
Is that, I was gonna say, is that Eminem?
Yeah, like I liked it, and I'm like, hey. If they do 80 songs because we're in the 80s, like the trailer itself was literally a song from Spaceland.
Yeah, I was gonna say 80s would be so perfect if they just go with the classic 80s music. I'd love that, but I don't really listen to metal at all. Sorry if I just cut you off, but I don't listen to metal at all. And I fucking love like the 115, Abracadabra, Arcane. I love all those songs, and I'm not a metal person. Like Shepherd of Fire. Like, I can listen to it all. And I'm just impressed with Treyarch's sound team every time, I feel.
Oh, their sound team is impeccable. Like, even just from the trailer and, like, even just in general for MP. Like, the MP sounds like Cold War are
everything.
They are clean.
That's what
They're just good.
Treyarch always nails the sound. They just do.
Yeah, their sound team, like, there's never a bad time I have with sound, ever, in a Treyarch game.
That's funny. I love how we're praising a game's sound. It's beautiful. It's true, though.
When you look at it, a themed like Damned, you know, every year, even BO4's Damned is good. They kill it every single year. They're just all great.
What's your favorite Damned? I got BO2. I love them all.
Dude, I probably liked the BO1 version the most.
That's the OG, just Damned.
Very OG, yeah, the OG. BO3's was kind of cool, I guess. But BO1 is just like, it's just that hit of nostalgia. Like,
yeah, I hear that. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Like some dude really hit like 4 notes in a row and kept going, and they just said, "Fuck it, this is it. This is what we're doing."
Dude, it was genius. I don't know how they did it.
It's beautiful. It's iconic. Oh yeah. Also, you don't think there's gonna be a collector's edition, right? You think that's out the window?
I honestly think it might not have been if we weren't in a massive global pandemic.
Yeah, that's true.
I think initially there was gonna be something, but now because of it, I just don't think it's possible. Like, and it wouldn't be something within their best interest.
Yeah.
Because it's like Black Ops 3 hands down had the best collector's edition to this day, but I don't know, man.
I never got my jug fridge. I'm just saying, I never got one.
The jug fridge was it. I got mine right behind me. Look at that, boy.
I'm jealous. I got nothing. I got a fucking BO4 mystery box in my closet. It's the saddest thing ever.
I have the BO4 box as well behind me. I just haven't opened it. It's just not the jug fridge, you know?
If they did like an original mystery box, it would have been sick, but they did the Chaos one.
They did the Chaos one, and now Chaos isn't coming back, and it's like, wow, this is weird. Why is this here?
Yeah, it's like, this is just a weird blip of zombies that everyone's going to forget about, but you know what? It happened. Okay. But that's pretty much it for this episode. Thank you, Lex, so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. You got any closing statements?
Enjoy Cold War. I'll see you on twitch.tv, baby.
MrTLexify, around 100. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.